Welcome to the Frag Out Podcast.
And, I'll never forget the date, so it was December 26th, 2004, and I get a call. And so it's General Denson, the Deputy Adjutant General at the time.
I got a coin from him.
Did you?
My mom, he gave it to my mom. Because there was Benson and then there was Denson.
Yeah.
Denson was right before Dunbar, right? Or wait,
No. Denson was just before Crick.
Crick.
Jim Crick, and then I followed Jim Crick.
Okay, yeah. So Denson gave my mom a coin because he was on base and she's like, "Oh, my son's graduating infantry school." Give it to him. So I have a
okay.
I have one. Yeah, I have a,
okay.
I have a
Yeah,
coin.
Carrie and I are good friends.
He's
He's a good guy.
I never met him, but I got a coin from him.
Yeah, right. And anyways, so Carrie's on the phone, and so he tells me, we've got a soldier, severely injured, and he says, I need you to go make notification. He was still alive. That was Staff Sergeant Todd Olson, up in Loyal, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And so I get all my stuff, jump in the car. I get his address. And the chaplain was driving towards Minneapolis, and they got a hold of him on a cell phone and vectored him back to Loyal. And we met at a gas station and to drive over to the house. So we get over there, and nobody's there. So we walked across the road. The chaplain actually walked across the road. He was in civvies because he was just going.
He was going somewhere else, yeah.
And anyways, he finds out from the neighbors that they're over at Todd's parents' house with the entire family.
Oh boy!
Celebrating Christmas. So we get that address.
So you go to the house on Christmas.
December 26th, the day after Christmas.
Their Christmas.
Their Christmas, celebrating Christmas, and ultimately had to make notification because initially he was injured. And so I made that notification. We sat and talked for about, I would say, 45 minutes to an hour. Found out who their pastor was, just kind of, and of course I gave them my information and promised them that if, any more information, we'll get it to you as soon as possible. Left the house, and it was probably, I don't think I was 5 miles out of town, and I get a phone call from Carrie again saying, you got to turn around.
He died.
He's passed.
Yeah.
So it's like, shoot. And so get a hold of the chaplain. And so the first thing we did is we went to his pasture house, and we told the pastor, asked him to come with us because he was the family's pastor. And so he brought us, he came along with us, and I went back and made notification to Nancy. And, to mom and dad, the entire, you couldn't separate. And so, it was something that changed me, completely. I came home that evening, and before I even got home, it was already on the news. His name was already on the news.
Whatever happened to 48 hours?
Well, right. It's supposed to be 24 hours.
Okay.
DOD. But
Okay.
But that doesn't pertain to the family. If the
family shares it.
the family
Got
shared it.
Okay.
However, and it got out. Which there was nothing bad. The family wasn't
No.
bad with that. But again,
That's a lot to take in, like a family Christmas, and you draw, and it's two forms of bad news. Hey, he's injured. Come back.
Right.
Now he's
dead. And so I it changed me how I understood the realities of war, of combat.
Yeah.
And see the impacts on the families. I will say that the Olson family is they are just a beautiful, beautiful family. Nancy and I are friends to this day.
Sure.
I would have expected her to hate me for the rest of my life, and I would absolutely understand it. I brought her the worst possible news
Ever.
on what you would hope would be a very joyous time. But anyways, she's, we've been very good friends since then and keep in touch.